We are in Simi Valley, and today we're checking out the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library.
This is a museum and archive dedicated to the life, presidency, and legacy of Ronald Reagan. First, we start by watching an engaging video about President Reagan, followed by an impressive hologram bringing his story to life.
Welcome to the Oval Office.
Next, we visit a section highlighting Reagan's early life, discovering the moments that shaped his path to leadership. Then we tried out an interactive broadcast experience, stepping into Reagan's shoes as a sports announcer.
There is a long drive back into right field. Looks like a home run. It's the way back, and it is a home run high into the right.
Next, we explored Reagan's road to the White House, tracing his journey from governor to president. We then learned about the shocking assassination attempt on Reagan's life and his remarkable recovery.
This is a replica of the Oval Office.
In the Oval Office, we learned that he liked chewing jelly beans, and it was a way for him to stop smoking, which actually worked. But now I wonder in this photo, I'm wondering if he's chewing a jelly bean. Oh, personal diary.
This portrait of Ronald Reagan is made from all butterfly wings.
That's pretty
This
cool.
is a dinner menu? Oh, there. Cold Columbia River salmon.
A state dinner is when the president and other famous leaders gather together to have a meal and also share ideas. Look at that! I want that.
Coming up are 26 trees that represent the 26 countries that Reagan traveled to on Air Force One. So the first one here is Switzerland.
This was Finland.
Yep, it's Iceland.
I don't know, Spain.
Oh, Belgium.
Russia?
Yes. Russia.
This is Russia. Japan?
I like this one because there's a lot of marine elements to it, but there's no way you can guess Grenada.
I guessed Mexico correctly because of the sombrero. This one we both guessed China because of the yin and yang. Well, that's a Kung Fu Panda.
Bali, Indonesia. I think these are called Fleur de la Cours or something, but you see them in New Orleans, so this represents France.
Vatican City, right? This is one of my favorite ones. It has bananas, a toucan, and a bunch of other animals.
This has a sloth on the tree. This is a real retired Air Force One. It looks so huge, and with the mountainous background, it's like a pretty majestic sight. This exact airplane was used for 5 presidencies from Nixon to George H.W. Bush. We're entering Air Force One. This is the presidential office in here.
And there's some jelly beans there.
We're now entering Marine One. Santa is in Marine One.
This portrait of Ronald Reagan is made out of 10,000 jelly bellies.
This section is on the Berlin Wall, also known as the Iron Curtain, which basically separated Western Europe from Eastern Europe, and Reagan helped tear down the wall. Oh wait, I think we're on the bad side, right? If there's like all these things. These are all the dictators of the world at that time.
The nation mourns the passing of a president tonight. Ronald Reagan, surrounded by his family, died at his home in California today after a long and difficult battle.
We're now entering the Dead Sea Scrolls exhibit, and this is a pretty popular exhibit because we waited more than 30 minutes to get in.
It all began here, inside Cave 1, along the Dead Sea shores, where the oldest surviving Hebrew Bible texts emerged from centuries in hiding.
You shall have no other gods before me.
Here there are 8 original scrolls found in caves near the Dead Sea. They're written in Greek, Aramaic, and Hebrew, and they contain all parts of the Hebrew Bible except for the book of Esther. The fragments contain a portion of Deuteronomy 32, known as the Song of Moses. Here's an excerpt from Exodus, and it says that 18 copies of Exodus were found among Dead Sea Scrolls, and it includes the manna story and Moses striking the rock. And it also says that they did carbon-14 dating to find out when it was written, and it was written between 90 BC and 50 AD.
This scroll described the city of Jerusalem, and it was inspired by Ezekiel 40 through 48.
So it says that Jerusalem was surrounded by a long wall with 12 gates named after Israel's tribe. I think this fragment just describes all the walls and gates of Jerusalem. This scroll is based on Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, and it contains praises about those who follow the word of God. This text offers an insight to religious debates that were going on in Jerusalem. I guess people had different interpretations of how they wanted law to be. And it also has a plea to the Jerusalem leader about a certain way to observe Jewish law. And lastly, this manuscript contains 50 psalms. Wait, let's take a picture of this. On the outside of the Reagan Library, there's an original piece of the Berlin Wall. And that is the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library.
My favorite part was probably the Christmas trees, all 26. Those are so good. I like how they decorated them very intricately according to all the different countries. But I also like the Air Force One and the Marine one.
I've been here when I was really little, but I have no recollection of it. So stepping into Air Force Ones and seeing the history of Ronald Reagan, that was all new to me. So it was great learning about this American president and also seeing the Dead Sea Scrolls, which is a temporary exhibition, but which had a lot of historical significance. And yeah, I really enjoyed this place. Pro tip, if you come in the morning, make sure to go to the Dead Sea Scrolls first because the line just to see that is really long, and we could have been out here 40 minutes faster if we had done that before seeing Air Force One.
See you in the next video. Bye!